In this video, we're going to look at the new Traxxas Mini XRT. Then we're going to take it out for a speed test on 2S and 3S lipo. And then take it off. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So we have the Mini XRT here now. So I'm not going to go through a whole unboxing of this. They had this at the Hobby Town. And I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this and got this morning because you guys want to see it on my channel. We did do a test run of it. So today's video, we're just going to go through briefly some of the things that this vehicle has. And then I got two other vehicles over here. I got my Typhon and then also my Alaro buggy over here that I want to just do a side-by-side comparison so you guys can see the size of it. But you guys know that this is the new latest greatest from Traxxas. I think they have a real winner here. Some people are skeptical about the price, but you know, you kind of get what you pay for with this. I think it's priced right for as far as Traxxas vehicles go down. For another 30, 40 bucks, you can get a 10 scale vehicle. But I think that they did a lot more to this than they should have done to the Mini Max. So of course, you guys know that this does have a clipless body. Take that off. And of course, the clipless body is there. It has different tires and wheels than the Mini Max has, but it also has a brushless system in it. So you guys can see it has the VXL 3S system. So this is 2S and 3S capable. This also comes with a TQI radio, not just a TQ radio, and it has a center diff in it, which the Mini Max doesn't. The Mini Max has a center diff in it. I think it'll save a lot more on the differentials and stuff. And this also has a 2075X high torque or high grade servo on it too. You guys can see that there. It's the grade 125/75X. So you can see that as well. So it does have more upgrades than the Mini Max does, which justifies, I guess, the higher price because the Mini Max is a little bit over 200, and this is going to be running you about 369, I think it's what, and tax about 380 or so with tax with this. So if you got a Mini Max and then you put a VXL system in it, that's going to run you $100+. You did an upgraded servo, that's going to run you 50, 60 bucks, and the TQI radio, that's going to cost you more. And then the upgrade to these tires, that's also going to cost you more. So justifying the price as far as how Traxxas prices their vehicles is going to be fine. And then this comes with a 2S lipo. So we're going to test this on 2S and then 3S for the speed. Traxxas is claiming 40+ miles per hour out the box. And then they're also claiming 55+ with a 3S. I have a small 3S lipo that should fit in here fine with it. Now, the one thing I don't like is that it does have this hole there in the body. I know that's for airflow. I think they should have just left that out because it does, if you guys can see there, it does in the front, it lets some airflow through to there as well. That's why I know people said in the video, people have stated stuff, but it justifies why they would have that in the back. But obviously it's not enough airflow with this going through here to keep the system cool. So I do have a heatsink on it. So I'm going to test it on 2 and 3S and I'm going to take it off road and I'm going to try to bring my heat gun with me too to see the temperatures of it, to see if it thermals or what the temperatures get with that. But anyway, with this, I'm not even going to put this body on. I want to bring two popular vehicles over. Of course, they're going to be buggies, but here we're going to have the Typhon from Arma, and this is going to be about $100+ bucks cheaper. And then we're going to have the Alaro buggy, which is about $150+ cheaper. That body's not completely on it, but you guys can see there the size differences between all three. Now, of course, I should bring the Terminator out to compare it to this, and then I should probably have my Granite, but my Granite's only brushed. So hopefully Arma will come out with maybe a Creighton version, mini Creighton or something. Hopefully it'll be a little bit bigger too, to go ahead and compete with them. And Alaro should be making a Truggy too, to compete on the market instead of making the buggy. So I think they should make a Truggy next, but that's just my opinion. But they also need a bigger vehicle. But anyway, that's going to be the size comparison, so you guys can see that between these three vehicles. So like I said, I'm not going to spend time on talking about this, about the bigger differentials, some stuff that popped up and stuff. You guys saw that in RC updates, and plenty of people have put out updates for it. And I'll leave a link below to the Traxxas site to where you can check that out, and also where you can also get an order in for this if you're thinking about ordering one. But let me go ahead, let me get a battery charged up, and I'm going to get this out, and we're going to test it on 2 and 3S. And then we're just going to run it off road on 2S to see if this overheats. All right, y'all, here with the 2S and 3S speed test with this. So I got the 2S lipo under the one that comes with the kit. We've got our GPS pretty much set. Make sure that that is connecting. And we should be good out here with the 40+ and the 55
55 plus miles per hour. I think this area is good for about 60 or so, especially with these little small cars. But anyway, let's go. Not gonna spend a lot of time testing this, but that's full throttle, and it reached it pretty quickly. Go down there, come on back. Take a different route this time. Make sure no cars are coming. Yeah, we're topping out. The little boy is handling it though. He's handling the power. All right, let's see what we got real quick on that 2S speed. And let's read this. 42. So we did get 40 plus. So let's go ahead and put a 3S in there so we get on 3S. All right, y'all, 3S power in there. I can hear it already. Let's make sure this is catching before we go. I'm pretty sure we can get the 55 plus miles per hour with this. That's highway speed in some states. Not here in Georgia though. It may say 70, but people go 80, 90. So anyway, let's go. Ooh, he's got the power. He's definitely got some juice, y'all. Once you get on him, he definitely wants to wheelie up. So I guess I should have went to the warehouse area, but I think I should still be good here. As long as I get this smooth air, let's try this again. Coming on down. Gradually build into it. All right, let's see what we got on that one pass real quick. He's definitely got power on 3S, and that's probably why they put that hole in the body. Let's see what we got there. 57. I am pretty much happy with 57. I'm not even gonna try to test it again. I want to take this off-road. I'm gonna pop a 2S in and see what we do off-road. So let me get a 2S popped in and go to an off-road area and get this running. Oh, they said it before in the past. I want to get this. All right, y'all, here with the first off-road run for me with the Mini XRT. Come over to this area to see how it handles. Then I'll take it to the skate park maybe tomorrow, this weekend or something like that. And maybe I'll gear it up to see what kind of top speeds we can get stock out the box. I do have my temp gun on me too, because I'm curious how it's going to, how much heat the vehicle will have after doing a several minute run, and you guys will see that too. But anyway, for me personally, stock out the box is probably gonna be fine. You guys see it's still pulling wheelies, and this is on the included 2S lipo. All right, let's see if we can do this. I doubt it. There we go. Almost had it. Ain't no self-riding with this though, because that wing is gonna catch it and keep it from flipping right. I think this would be really cool if you put some max tires on it to give it a little bit more ground clearance. Let me hit this first one. Oh, he jumps nice. He'll jump better when I take him to the skate park. Nice. If I had a 3S in there, I probably would have pulled a double. But that backflip pretty good. Let's see if we can do that again. Yeah. Let's try it again. Ooh. That landed pretty hard. No damage though, which is good. Probably may see a little bit of tone out. This area is not the best and smoothest, but it's good for you guys to be able to see this, how it runs in an unprepared surface. I'm not gonna go to somewhere where it's all smooth and try to make it a smooth running vehicle. That's why I bring my cars here, so you guys can see how it's gonna run in a natural type of environment. Yeah, that's back flipping nicely. All right, now I'm not trying to make this thing flip over a million times like that, but that's just the nature of it. I think I'm gonna end up getting some max tires for this anyway. I want to try to see if I can pull a backflip off there, but I'm not able to. Anywho, I really want to run this in this grassy area to see if this is going to overheat or thermal. Because the VXL system does have a shutoff if it gets too hot, so I just want to see if that's going to happen in this short period of time of running this. All right, now this is just bad driving on my part. It's not the vehicle's fault. I know some people, oh, you're trying to make it flip over. You're doing it on purpose. No, I'm not, y'all. Y'all know how to try to make a car seem bad, although people think I do, or they said it before in the past. So with my regular size XRT, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, it performs good, but it performs better with bigger tires on it. I put some Power Hobby tires on there, and there was no need for me to really run my X-Max too much more, because with the bigger tires, it had the ground clearance it needed and the performance and everything, and it just ran well. I want to get this. That's a good job. I was trying to get a backflip off of there. With 3S, I could, but nice. So you guys know they're probably gonna make a mini slash max at some point. I wish they would get back to the Bandit platform. Uh-oh, got a rock or something caught up in there. What is that? Okay, rock or something got caught up in there. And make a mini Bandit, mini Rustler, and do all that, but able to correct that in the air, so plenty of power on 2S. I'm curious of this temperature real quick. Let me get this over here. And let me check this temperature real quick, because I want to see how hot this is running straight out the box like this. So I can kind of smell the heat. And not too much dust and grime is in there. Let's see. Ooh, that's getting pretty hot. And it's about 80 degrees out here right now. So I can only imagine this during the summertime, or even with a 3S, you're definitely gonna overheat on 3S. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna run this for a few more minutes, and I wanna see what it's gonna be after another minute or two of running. Yeah, those temperatures kind of concern me on 2S lipo. Definitely on 3S. It's definitely gonna be in the high 80s, 90s, 190s that is. It jumps and runs good though, and I love how quiet, trying to get this body right, I didn't clip it right up. I love how quiet Traxxas cars are. That's one thing I'll give them with that, is that regardless, their vehicles run smooth. They're still able to pull wheelies off-road on 2S lipo. All right, I'm gonna try this other area. Not gonna be a really long run. I just wanted to get this out and run it for you guys. I know you were waiting to see it. There we go, come on. Waiting to see it run, so was I. Some people are thinking about the price point and stuff, but based off how Traxxas does their vehicles, this does justify it price-wise. If you compared it to the Max, the Mini Max, and try to do some upgrades on it. All right, I normally can able to jump this pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty smooth right there, so I think I might be able to pull a double off there, but we'll see. We pulled the double off. I wasn't trying to hit it in that spot, but we still pulled it off. Let's try this again. I don't know what I hit there. That's why I said I need those max size tires on here, mini max size tires. Yeah, I wasn't gonna pull that one off. That's gonna help with some of this ground clearance. Woo, took up some dirt there. Now, I never got a Mini Max, so I don't know how that runs. I've seen them, but I have never run one, especially being brushless. But I've seen some videos on it, so do one more quick one. Let's see if we can get a good backflip off. Nope. He's showing off for y'all now. Oh, and my lipo just dumped. That was about 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes worth of runtime. So far, so good. It's not bad at all, guys. I know people are just complaining about the price, but like I said, I'm beating a dead horse. Based off of what Traxxas does, it's priced right for it. And I think that you are going to get what you pay for. You do get the radio TS with the TQI radio, center diff, etc. with it. So my next run is going to be at the skate park, and I will bring a 3S in case I need it, but I'm gonna probably get a heat sink and stuff for it and then run a little bit more to figure out what we're gonna do. And then for a super speed side, if you guys want, maybe I can try to gear this thing up. I'm not sure what kind of the stock gearing is, but I'll try to see what the biggest pinion gear height is I can get in there to see if we can beat that 57 miles per hour stock out the box and if the system in the vehicle can handle it. So anyway, you guys put your comments down below, put the like, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. Appreciate you watching. And guys, it didn't dump, it just thermaled. It actually overheated, and that's what the Traxxas systems does. When it overheats, you guys see that light flashing there for it. It just flashes on and off red. So it still has some probably energy in the battery, but this thing is really hot. I don't even know what this is at right now. Look at that, 180. So definitely need a heat sink on there. Yeah, this thing is hot, so they probably have it geared high to reach those speeds. They probably should have geared a couple teeth lower and giving you an optional speed gear, but that's just my opinion on it. So anyway, I'll figure out what's going on with this, put a heat sink on, and we'll get it back out and run at the skate park.